Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today we will explain the explanation text. First of all, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Almana Tiara Mahdiani, as teacher, and my partner.
Johan as a student.
And I am Erni Arnika, a student.
Okay, Erni, next slide, please. Okay, student, this is the context of explanation text. The first is definition explanation text, and the second is generic structure in explanation text. Example of explanation text. Explanation text, practice question, and the explanation text. Okay, next slide, please. Explanation text is a text that describes the occurrence of the process. Explanation text tells how a process starts from the formation of natural, social, scientific, and cultural phenomena. Texts of this type are very often found in science, history, and geography books. Explanation text. Teks jenis ini sebetulnya sedikit mirip dengan prosedur teks. Tapi, prosedur teks memiliki tujuan untuk menjelaskan cara melakukan sesuatu, sedangkan explanation text menjelaskan tentang bagaimana sesuatu proses tersebut. Explanation text menceritakan bagaimana proses mulai dari pembentukan fenomena alam, sosial, ilmiah, dan sampai budaya. Oke, Arni, next slide please. Okay, this is the generic structure in explanation text. The first is title. When giving the title for the explanation text, we don't need to be long-winded. Just write down what is the accordance with the context of the writing. And the next is the title of the explanation text has the purpose of preparing or directing the reading to the text. Nah, jadi saat memberikan judul untuk explanation text, kita tidak perlu bertele-tele. Langsung saja menuliskan apa yang sesuai dengan isi tulisan tersebut. Misalnya, bagaimana cara bekerjanya laptop, how to launch work, dan sebagainya. Nah, judul pada explanation text ini biasanya muncul dalam berbagai bentuk, yang menyebutkan sebuah tindakan sampai pertanyaan bagaimana dan mengapa. Oke, Erni, next slide please. Oke, student, who is can reading this slide please? Joe or Erni?
My Ines.
Okay, Joe, please do.
2. Opening statement. Explanation text has a writing purpose, which of course must provide valid and factual information to readers. And point 2. An opening statement that introduces or identifies a phenomenon you want to discuss will give the reader a brief introduction to it and provide a brief understanding of the type of text you are writing. 3. Sequencing. The explanation in order must contain a series of events, actions, causes, or process for the phenomenon. Events that occur are also listed in order of defined account.
Okay, finish.
Conclusion are written when all explanations have been written. The conclusion given at the end of the explanation text will give the impression that the writing is valid. Fifth, the pictures or visuals provided are useful to clarify the existing explanation text. Moreover, in scientific texts, accurate diagrams or illustrations are very important to support explanation text. That's all, Miss.
Okay, thanks Erni, thanks Jo. So, jadi saya mau jelasin dari nomor 2 sampai nomor 5. Nah, jadi pertanyaan pembuka itu kayak explanation text memiliki tujuan memberikan informasi yang valid, bersifat fakta kepada para pembaca. Dengan begitu, pertanyaan pembuka yang sangat kuat perlu disisipkan di dalam tulisan. Dan nomor 3 adalah sequencing. Nah, penjelasan yang urut harus terdapat serangkaian kejadian, tindakan, penyebab atau proses dari fenomena tersebut. Misalnya nih, peristiwa yang terjadi juga dituliskan sesuai dengan urutan waktu atau penyebabnya. Dan yang nomor 4 adalah, next slide Ernie please. Conclusion atau kesimpulan biasanya dituliskan ketika semua penjelasan sudah selesai ditulis. Nah, misalnya kesimpulan yang diberikan di akhir explanation text akan memberikan kesan bahwa tulisan yang dibuat adalah valid. Dan yang nomor 5 adalah dalam explanation text, visual atau diagram sudah jadi hal lumrah untuk disematkan. Namun ada beberapa text explanation yang tidak diberikan gambar dan diagram. Next slide Ernie please. Student, this is the language vector explanation text. The first is using the present tense because the explanation text discusses a fact. And the second is using complex nouns group each time to build detailed description. And the third is using abstract nouns. And the fourth is using stanzas with clear subject and using the verbs agreements. And next is using action verbs to explain the cause of the phenomenon being discussed, such as from and started from. And the next is using adverbial phrases from a time and place to tell when the where the incident took place. Misalnya kita sebut aja is to be found in Sulawesi. Dan selanjutnya adalah using conjunction to link time sequence in casual order. And the next is using passive voice, which is useful to express the focus of the ongoing event. And the next is using conjunction of time, for example, when and as. And the last is using technical terms of word, kind, object, object and subject. Ernie, next slide please. Student, please, who can reading this slide? Joe, please do.
Types of explanation text. The first is text that describes an event or how something works. Second is a text that explains why something happened. The third is to explain the similarities and differences in objects. The set of text deals with the topic of science and technology in which the explanation of a natural or non-natural phenomenon occurs. The fourth is explaining the relationship between humans and the human environment.
Thanks Joe. So, saya akan menjelaskan bagian ini. Nah, yang pertama adalah teks yang menjelaskan sesuatu kejadian atau bagaimana sesuatu hal bekerja. Nah, misalnya bagaimana mobil bekerja atau bagaimana komputer bisa bekerja, sampai kejadian alami seperti bagaimana tanah longsor bisa terjadi, bagaimana gunung bisa meletus, dan lain-lain. Dan teks yang kedua adalah menjelaskan mengapa sesuatu bisa terjadi. Misalnya, mengapa cermin di kamar mandi bisa berembun saat kita mandi air panas. Mengapa burung hantu bisa lebih aktif di malam hari, dan mengapa manusia menutup mata saat bersin. Dan yang ketiga adalah menjelaskan persamaan dan perbedaan pada objek. Nah, jenis teks ini berkaitan dengan topik sains dan teknologi di mana penjelasan tentang sebuah fenomena alam atau non-alami terjadi. Misalnya, bagaimana tornado bisa terbentuk, bagaimana suara bisa bergerak, bagaimana ponsel bekerja, dan mengapa tsunami bisa terjadi. Dan yang terakhir adalah menjelaskan tentang hubungan manusia dengan lingkungan manusia. Misalnya, bagaimana kapas bisa diproses menjadi suatu pakaian, mengapa manusia harus berolahraga dan mengkonsumsi makanan sehat, bagaimana susu bisa diproses menjadi yogurt, dan lain-lain. Oke, Ernie, next slide please. How to write explanation text? First, what is about, what to describe, what is good title, and which part is very important, and which part need to be explained on, and how it's work. And the second is assumes that the reader is not as knowledgeable about the topic you are reading about as you are. And the third is using an interesting title so that can encourage reader to read your reading further. And the last is in writing an explanation text, you must also using the correct scientific or technical terms. In addition, you can also create interesting visual. Nah, yang pertama itu kayak tentang apakah ini? Nah, apa yang kamu jelaskan, judul apa yang bagus, dan bagaimana cara dijelaskan, bagaimana cara kerjanya, apalagi hal mungkin yang disertakan dalam penulisan dan lain-lain. Sedangkan yang nomor 2 adalah asumsikan bahwa pembaca tidak memiliki pengetahuan tentang topik yang kamu tulis. Jadi, pada awal penulisan, kamu harus bisa menjelaskan topik secara singkat sebelum masuk ke tubuh penulisan. Dan yang nomor 3 adalah gunakan judul yang menarik, sehingga bisa mendorong pembaca untuk membaca tulisan lebih lanjut. Nah, dalam menuliskan explanation text, kamu juga harus menggunakan istilah-istilah ilmiah atau istilah teknik yang benar. Dan yang terakhir adalah, selain itu, kamu juga bisa membuat visual-visual yang menarik. Saya berikan contoh di slide selanjutnya. Okay, Ernie, please next slide. Can you read this slide, Ernie or Joe?
Ernie, miss.
Okay, Ernie, please do.
Example of explanation text. The title, How do fish breathe? All animals breathe just like humans. How they breathe, however, varies. Breathe by inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide as washed. Air flows into the woman's nose or mouth into the lungs where oxygen is transported through the blood to the rest of the human body. Humans need air to breathe. So what does that mean for animals that live in water like humans? Fish also need oxygen and emit carbon dioxide to survive. But using the lungs, these creatures that live in water use organs called gills. The gills are organs located on the sides of the fish head. These gills have many small blood vessels called capillaries. When the fish opens, the water will flow over the gills. After that, the blood in the capillaries will pick up oxygen that is soluble in water. The blood then moves through the fish body to provide oxygen throughout the body, just like in humans. All bony fish also have a bony plate called an operculum. This operculum is useful for opening and closing to protect the gills. Breathing underwater is difficult. The air we breathe has an oxygen concentration of 200,000 parts per million. That's all, miss.
Okay, Ernie, thank you so much. And please, next slide. Okay, Joe, can you read this slide after Ernie?
Sure.
Okay.
Whereas water only has concentration 4
Again, miss.
to 8 parts per million. This means fish need to flow a lot of water over the gills to get the amount of oxygen to survive. In addition, the gills are very useful for extracting the oxygen needed by fish. Breathing becomes more difficult as the oxygen concentration decreases. Low level of oxygen concentration make it impossible for animals to survive. Although it can occur naturally, it can also be created by human activity. When pollution is high, such as waste dumped into the sea, this will cause algae blooms which can die and decompose. Furthermore, it will cause the zone to have a low oxygen concentration level of oxygen. Fish need clean water to breathe in. Similarly, humans need clean air to breathe in. Humans can help this skilled creature to thrive by keeping their habitat free of pollution.
Okay, Joe, thank you so much. Okay, Ernie, can you please next slide? Okay, student, this is the question of explanation text. And please, Joe, can you do exercise number 1 until number 7? And Ernie, can you do please number 8 until finish question?
Number 1. What is the text about? The answer is how fish breathe.
Okay, good.
Number 2. What is the purpose of the text about? The answer is to inform the fish respiratory system. Number 3. Does fish breathe using an organ called? The answer is gill. Number 4. Where is the organ located? The answer is on the side of the fish head. Number 5. What is meant by breathing? The answer is inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Number 6. What does concentration mean in Indonesian? The answer is concentration. Number 7. How do humans breathe? The answer is inhale and exhale. That's it, miss.
Okay, good answer.
Okay.
Can Ernie please do?
Okay, Miss, thank you. Number 8. From the text above, we imply that the answer is fish breathe with gills and with clean water. Number 9. What does the word shrimp mean? Okay, if you look. Number 10. What does the third paragraph focus on? The answer is gills are very useful for extracting the oxygen needed by fish. Number 11. What do humans inhale when they breathe? The answer, oxygen. Number 12. What is released when humans exhale? The answer, carbon dioxide. Number 13. What does the word decompose mean? The answer, earth. Number 14. Based on the text above, do fish need clean water to breathe? The answer, yes. Number 15. How can humans help fish to stay alive in their habitat? How can humans help fish to stay alive in their habitat? The answer, by keeping their habitat clean. That's all, Miss.
Okay, good answer, Amy. Can you next slide, please? Okay, student, this is the answer. I think your answer is good, and that's all is true. Thank you so much for listening me, and active in this class. Thank you so much. And Ernie, can you next slide, please? Okay, everyone. That's all for our presentation. And sorry when I have a mistake. And thank you so much for listening our group. And thank you. So student, please say thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you so
everyone.
much, Miss.
For listening us.